Margaret pulls out a photo album from under her bed. She flips through pictures: baby Jerem, first steps, school photos, wedding, divorce papers. At the back, an envelope labeled, P. Ramesis. Inside, a handwritten note from her late husband Tom. As Margarita reading, "This house is built with your hands, your back, your savings. If anyone ever tries to make you feel like a guest in it, remind them who gave them the key." She stares at the note, then reaches for her phone. Margartis, kind William. It's Margaret Holloway, Tom's wife. I think it's time we had a talk. Afait T fella hback thrers agio. A younger Margaret sits on the floor with Jerem wife 4-5, surrounded by unpacked boxes. A small Christmas tree leans against the wall. Eric's meshtre emotional, slightly drunk. If I ever get my life together, you'll always have a room in my house, mama. You'll be the first person I take care of. Margaret smiles, holding a box of ornaments. Marguerite, oh woo oh, it was one of those moments you file away in your heart like a photograph you don't want to fade. Nt. Dion. Margaret sits across from William Larkian's 70s, an estate attorney with kind blue eyes. A manila folder sits between them. Hayes Nilawiya, your name was the sole buyer, Margaret. The funds came from your retirement savings, $80,000. Jeremy's name was added strictly for mortgage qualification, not ownership. Sequel Gina's the yours. Completely. Jeremy has no legal claim. Not now, not ever. Margaret exhales deeply, like setting down a heavy burden. Esquire, we can place it in a revocable trust. You'd retain full control, but no one could contest your wishes. As Margartsa, can we name it after Tom? William smiles. Jenny, leaders. Hasa int hasas kithia. Through the window we see Margaret on the back porch. Inside, Surma was 30s, polished and social media obsessed, hosts a dinner party. Jerem sits at the head of the table. So are to guests. Stage whisper. She just sits there like a tombstone. That look in her eyes like someone died and never left. Nervous chuckles from guests. So you are team is Cohen to. I told Jeremy, if she shows up for Christmas Eve, I'm going back to my mother's. I can't drink eggnog next to the Grim Reaper. Louder laughter. Ext. B seek pr seesh kitinu usis. Margaret grips the railing, her breath fogging in the cold air. She looks down at her wedding photo, young Tom smiling at her like she's the only thing worth seeing. The door opens. Courtney steps out in impractical heels, holding an envelope and wine glass. Sur too many. Why, this is for you. We were going to leave it under your door, but I figured, hey, why not handle it in person? Margaret takes the envelope without speaking. Ha-hyor-tihisi, you deserve your own kind of celebration. Something more tailored to your vibe. She returns inside. Margaret opens the envelope, a voucher for Whispering Pines Adult Community, with a note in Courtney's cursive. You'll find more compatible energy here, Mom. Trust me. Tastri Nt Marzar Ars. Margaret lights a single candle, places the voucher next to Tom's picture. S and Marglund to photo. I got my invitation. Just not to their party. She reaches for her old address book, finds William's number. ENT. Well, I am so FICCD. Margaret signs documents while William watches approvingly. Ivor, the paperwork will be finalized within 48 hours. When you own the land, the walls, and the mortgage, you own the story too. IFINT. Hyo says IOK Towns. Montiers. Margaret at the breaker box, resetting access codes, her on the phone with utility companies, DWIGHT, a locksmith. Changing every lock, Margaret walking through each room, touching walls like old friends. ENT. KTCN. Margaret finds a jar labeled Holiday Savings, with 4062 inside. The house is no longer your vacation rental. Love, Mom. Ace. INT. Diagrom. Margaret writes a letter, rewrites it 3 times. Ooh. Jeremy, this home was built with love, sacrifice, and silence. I gave you everything I had because I believed you'd understand what it meant to belong somewhere. You chose to make me a guest in my own life. Consider this your notice. The lease on my kindness has expired. JNG, EVNG. Margaret places the letter on Jeremy's pillow. The room is empty. They're at a holiday photo shoot. Margaras Aromem, Nigitsum. Margaret lights a candle for Tom. As Margartso, we've taken the house back, darling. She sleeps peacefully for the first time in years. Hey is mess EVCXT. Hos even in G. The house looks like a postcard, twinkling lights. Professional banner reading New Family Tradition. Cars line the driveway. Intiost Kiontianuoses. Courtney films a Facebook live stream. Guests mingle. Screen. Everything is perfectly curated. Hasi exts trnt in uos. Margaret parks 2 houses down, walks toward the gate carrying a small bag containing a portable projector, thumb drive, and folded paper. At the gate's code panel, she enters the emergency override. Then complete darkness. Has int. House continue us and curses. Courtney's panicked voice. Ho you Artura who turned off the power? Jeremy. Fix it. The front door opens. Margaret steps inside, sets up the projector powered by backup battery. Second Jeremoy's mama. Margaret doesn't answer. The projector displays her wedding photo, young Tom and Margaret laughing. The room falls silent. More images, Margaret holding newborn Jeremy, Jeremy at 4 on her lap, age 10 on a bike she saved to buy. Finally a grainy video, 18-year-old Jeremy at graduation. Jeramus on video, if there's one person who got me here, it's my mom. She worked double shifts to buy my books. She gave up everything so I could feel secure. When I have a house, I promise she's the first one who will live in it. The video ends. Silence. Jeremy offensive. What is this? Margaret pulls out a legal document, places it on the dining table. Sirs Margareters, I am the sole owner of this house. Your names are no longer on the deed. Your access codes were changed this morning, the locks replaced. You Margarka, you have 14 days to vacate. You'll receive formal notice by mail. After that, I'll involve the sheriff. Say Jeremiah, you're doing this on Christmas Eve. Heirs, I am doing this because you already had your Christmas without me. I am simply giving you the gift of truth. A phone pings, the live stream resumed on battery backup. Comments flash, what did they do? I'm sobbing. That woman is a queen. Courtney lunges for the phone but drops it. The feed continues. Jeremy, you planned this? Says Marg, I tus no. You planned it when you shut my door. When you sent me a voucher for a place where people wait to die. When you erased my name from your family cause I made the air too heavy. Jeremy opens his mouth to respond. As Margaret's Cohen D, I made the mortgage payments. I paid the taxes. I walked through this house when it was just studs and wires. You made me a ghost in it. Now I've returned to haunt you, not with anger, but with paperwork. The projector clicks off. Candlelight returns, different now, honest, cold but clean. Margaret walks to the front door. Without turning back. 14 days. Use them wisely. She shuts the door. The sound doesn't echo. It ends. He tilkadi cures more nemder CMT. Ktasia Margaret, alone, brews coffee in the quiet house. She checks her phone, notifications exploding across social media. Vuhars Margaret drillverse. By Christmas morning, the internet had taken over. Various comments scroll. Who is she? That's his mom. Silent revenge, legal, elegant, brutal. She made the house, paid for it, raised the man in it. Video clips with titles. Grandma's silent power move. The woman who took her house back. A one comment from Emanal Hasta Jess, a former student.